whatever is happening in our country,
Right.
you can't tolerate it to happen in the USA.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were wondering how a renowned democracy like yourself can be seeing what is going on and also can participate in it. You know, by seemingly pushing the agenda of the UN to destroy democracy.
Financing it.
Okay. That was the concern that people had.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. I will take that information and the other letter that I received from the separate PF group. I'm still not exactly positive what, and that one was talking about a degradation of security and everything else as well. So it seems like there may be some similarities to the
We are actually the same group.
Same group.
That you are now receiving that communication from the party.
All right.
You're receiving this communication
From the actual
members.
parliamentary
These are
members.
elected.
Very good. Understood. Very good. Well, then what I will do is I will take that information back and I will contact the charge, who's the DCM, but obviously in an acting role as the charge, so the head of the admission, and pass that information to you, to her, excuse me, so that she's got your concerns. And then I will also pass the letter that came from the party to the charge as well to ensure that she receives both guidance from PM. But then once again, I also encourage you that, you know, and what was given to me was that if you do in fact want to set up an official meeting with the leadership of the embassy, just please go through official channels, and I'm sure they'll be happy to try to figure out a time and a date to arrange that. Does that work?
You can also plead with them to sidestep some kind of formalities when something is urgent. Sometimes, you know, necessity sometimes is to be dealt with at the time that it happens. For us to come here to leave our seat in Parliament is because we think something urgent has to be addressed.
Okay.
Now, if you reduce it to formal letters and writing, by the time we begin to have meetings,
Right.
things have degenerated. So
I understand that.
But
Maybe
also, what he has said, we should arrange our meeting through Ministry of Finance for Foreign Affairs. That's what he said. Do you think Ministry of Foreign Affairs will facilitate? They are the ones mutilating about staying in Parliament.
Unfortunately,
are you sure?
You know,
Yeah. So
I get it. I appreciate the situation.
Yeah.
We can only go through our formal channels, and that's how we are supposed to address
yeah, when
it.
things are normal, yes, you do that. But things are not normal right now.
just press, I think, for me, urgency and necessity.
Absolutely.
That causes people to decide, look, sidestep with these formalities. Get an engagement and find a solution.
I will also engage with our chief political officer and his team as well, just to make sure that he is also aware of the concerns by PF, and that maybe there is other means or, you know, channels that are already in place in which the Polycon section and the front office can then engage with PF. So one way or the other, I will go back in. I will ensure that that is relayed to both offices.
But also, if the Americans, you want to fold your arms and create a way and watch this to continue the generation, that's your decision. You make that decision. We will not force you to meet us. We will not impose ourselves on you. Because if that's a decision you have made, you have taken, that let them go and fight themselves, that's fine. So we will not force you. But we've come here, we've come to appeal to you, to say things are not normal the way things must be in a democracy. And this and the support you are giving to UPND and what UPND are doing must come to an end.
Yeah, because look, we are representatives of the people. We are getting the views of our people. These are the views that we are presenting to you. Otherwise, we would have allowed our people to come and deliver the message on their own.
Sure.
We have calmed them down, and we decided to come.
No, and I greatly appreciate that. And once again, just like democracy, you all know that the United States is a very big proponent of the freedom of speech. Right. I'm sorry, I don't have. Actually, it's funny. I don't have a card on me right now. So.
Your number?
What's that? What is my number? Well, next time you can always come back through here. I've got a lot of folks here with cameras and videotaping. I'd prefer just not to give my number out in public. So I am the head of security. We got to be secure about this. So I'd be a little bit more mindful. But I appreciate that. And unfortunately, I truthfully do not have a card on me. So
Thank you so much.
you're quite welcome. No, I am more than happy. Thank you so much. Once again, I'm always happy and encourage, you know, freedom of speech and coming and. You know, you always confuse me. Sometimes you want to go for the normal, like Western handshake, and then sometimes it's the Zambian handshake. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will go upstairs and have that conversation. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, and have a great weekend. Thank you.
Here, a while ago, we saw drama continue in Parliament.
Thank you very much. I mean, if you notice what happened at Parliament, we staged a walkout because we continue to be dissatisfied with the way Parliament business is being managed by the presiding officers the whole of this week. And today we thought that we should engage the EU delegation. That's why we came here. You know, from what has been going on in this nation in the last 2 months, we are receiving massive feedback from the Zambian people, not only PF members, but general members of the public who are very concerned with how we are mutilating our democracy and how we are abrogating our constitution at the instigation of the party that is in government. And the feedback we have been getting is very strongly suggestive that they are thinking there's connivance between the cooperating partners, the EU, the USA Embassy and the British Embassy, with the UPND government, because they think very strongly that they're ones who are actually funding and fomenting what the UPND government is doing. So we came here, as concerned members of Parliament, we came here to deliver a very important message to the leader of delegation for the EU. We wanted to let him know that the Zambian people are becoming extremely exasperated with what is going on in the nation. And they have decided that maybe we as their elected representatives are not doing enough to ensure that Parliament is being properly managed and the Constitution is being respected. So in coming here, we thought we should deliver that message for and on behalf of the Zambian people, who have said that if this continues, they are going to take everything in their own hands, and that they're not going to be held responsible for the chaos that is going to follow. Now, as responsible leaders, we felt we should engage our colleagues, the EU delegation, and others who are from the cooperating partners to ensure, because we know that they know everything that is going on. We are very aware that they're the ones who have got a program with the government that is in power right now, you know, in terms of the reforms that they are sponsoring and several other governance issues that they are addressing. And our concern is informed by the fact that, you know, if the people take these things in their own hands, everybody is going to be a victim, including these officers here. In fact, the people have actually said they will target all those who are funding the UPND government in doing what they are trying to do to the Zambian people. So our concern is that, you know, this country is ours. All of us might take a stake in what is going on. We should do everything possible to prevent this degenerating chaos. If you saw what happened today in Parliament, it is not something that anybody can consider decent and reasonable. You know, where even the laws of Parliament have been flouted, even the Constitution itself has been mutilated. The very issues that we've been told we can't do in Parliament are the issues that presiding officers are allowing those who have abused this political party to be doing. So even that is in the, you know, is in the common knowledge of the Zambian people. So we want to ask our colleagues who are presiding officers in Parliament that they should also pay attention to what the people are doing. The public out there is judging what we are doing in Parliament. We have been, you know, sober, we've been decent, we've been reasonable. Even as you could see, members have been ejected from Parliament every other day. It is because of the agenda that the UPND has. And the people are suggesting that agenda is they are working together with their cooperative partners to achieve the ends they would like to achieve, i.e. destroy the multi-party system in the country. But we think that Zambians must take a keen interest in this, and we are hopeful that even as we continue providing leadership, we are not going to have a country that degenerates into chaos. But sometimes that's the only option that we may have available if we don't take corrective measures. So this is the journey we took coming here to try and speak to those who manage the EU and several other diplomatic institutions in the nation, so they can take a keen interest in what Zambians are thinking about them and their association with the UPND government.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe just a question. Is there something backed by some form of evidence that you are going to lay before these people that you are trying to approach?
Well, look, some of these things you don't even have to have evidence. Evidence is very clear. If you see people mutilating the Constitution, what evidence are you looking at? If you see a political party which is in government sponsor one of you in an opposition government, a opposition party rather, to go and have a sham of a conference. If you see a member of Parliament for this political party who flies with the president everywhere where he goes, and even the time they're having that meeting was chanting, yes, he was moving between State House and where they're having that sham of a conference, and is appointed leader of opposition. What other evidence are you looking for? It's all clear.
And he has been given state security.
And even today, when he was debating in Parliament, he was debating from a remote position. How can a leader of opposition be debating from a remote position? Exactly. When he's supposed to be sitting in the chamber. So this is a connivance that is very clearly labeled out. You can see it. You don't need more evidence than what we're seeing.
Have all the evidence.
Thank you.